Khan Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakakodash. Double honors to the Apostle Elders, Bear Millstone. And salute honor to you brothers out there preaching the word and asserting the truth. Alright, coming to another video. Got this article here. My brother sent it in the chat. Decided to do a video on it. Some Israel 365 news. I guess it's the local news out there in the land of Israel. Okay. It said Putin threatens to bring Zechariah's flesh-rotting nuclear war. As for well, this is Zechariah 14 and 12. I'm gonna get in the scriptures. All right. For the third time this month, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and when you look up, Vladimir means peaceful ruler, is threatening to deploy tactical nuclear weapons. Should this threat be realized, it would conform to several aspects of the Gog and Magog war as described by the prophets. See, they know a little bit. This is Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel the 38th chapter. And also the Russians are known by the Medes as well. In Isaiah the 13th chapter. And I believe Jeremiah 50, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Early this month, before invading Ukraine, Putin responded to threats by Western countries to intervene should he decide to invade. Of course, the military potential of NATO and Russia, in the scriptures, NATO and the European Union, America is a part of NATO, right? And the European Union, the European countries, they're known as the 7 heads and 10 horns, okay? Known as that beast, okay? And Russia, Russia's known as, Gog and Magog, the Medes, that bear, all right? And this is how the Lord, set it up in prophecy for America, NATO, and European Union to basically war with Russia. Not only Russia is going to be, Russia, Iran, China. China is allies with Russia. Okay, so it's going to be a big world war coming. But the nuclear war is not going to come until that implant, the charagma, is made mandatory. Okay, so let me read this. Of course, the military potential of NATO and Russia are comparable. We understand that Putin said at the press conference, but we also understand that Russia is one of the leading nuclear states. By some modern component, it even outperforms many. Last week, Putin warned that whoever tries to hinder us in Ukraine will see consequences you've never seen in your history. This threat took an ominous proportions on Sunday when he had ordered the Russia's defense minister and the chief of military's general staff to put nuclear deterrent forces on special regimen of combat duty. He told defense chiefs it was because of aggressive statements by the West amid widespread condemnation of the invasion of Ukraine. This was intensified on Sunday when the government of Belarus, a Russian ally, Belarus, you're gonna become part of Russia. Approved constitutional changes that will allow Russian forces and nuclear weapons to be stationed in the country. Belarus was a part of the Soviet Union, and as of Ukraine as well. Belarus is expected to send troops into Ukraine at any moment. White House spokesman Jen Psaki emphasized that the U.S. does not consider Putin's statements to constitute an immediate threat. Let's see. Let me jump to this. Actually, I'm going to read this, and I'm going to read this right here. This is really a pattern that we've seen from President Putin throughout the course of his conflict, which is manufacturing threats that don't exist in order to justify further aggression, and the global community and the American people should look at it through that prism. Psaki told ABC George Stephanopoulos on This Week. Well, she don't know what she's talking about. She basically want to tell the American people just to stay in a sleep state. But it is Babylon. Babylon means confusion. According to the Federation of American Scientists, Russia has just under 4,500 nuclear warheads in the stockpile, making it the largest military superpower in the world today. And 4,500, I believe that's an old number, man. Russia got way more than that. In the scriptures, I believe in Revelation 9. Revelation 9, 200,000 missiles gonna hit America, man. And Russia makes a big part of that stockpile, man. All right. Zechariah 14:12, all right? The scripture that they put up here. Yep. So I'll read there. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. All right. See, the people over there in the land of Israel calling themselves the Jews, they're fake Jews, man. They're not the real Jews. The real Jews are you so-called Negroes. All right, you real Israelites. The real Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, and Jew comes from the word Judah, Yahweh. That's how you would say it in the Hebrew. And that tribe, okay, Yahweh is the so-called Negroes. All right, you have 12 tribes in the nation of Israel. Okay. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes. And also there are going to be Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations that, that are Israelites, okay? So that's Jerusalem, okay? The real Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Who fought against Jerusalem? Who fought against the Israelites? Well, the other nations, man. Starting with Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom is the so-called white man according to the Bible, man. All right, Ishmael, the Arabs, Moab, the Chinese, Ammon, Japanese, etc., etc. This whole Ukraine and Russia, war that's going on, those are Edomites fighting against Edomites. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you shouldn't be praying for Esau. All right. You shouldn't be you should be concerned with it because it's prophecy, but you shouldn't be concerned that, that they're warring against each other. Like, you got to feel sorry for them. No. Okay. Their flesh shall. Now this is the effect. This is what happens when the body is received by a thermonuclear missile. Okay, that nuclear wind. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Like that movie Terminator. I believe it's Terminator 2. What's the chick name, man? The chick in there, she was holding a fence, and a nuclear missile was shot off, and her flesh consumed from all her body, man, and she just turned into fire, man, a ball of fire. So that's the effects of the thermonuclear missile, and that's a plague from the Heavenly Father, from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. So there you go, man. Not just Russia gonna destroy America. It's gonna be Russia, China, any country that has thermonuclear capabilities, man. They gonna shoot their missiles on America, man. Even America's allies, man, which is NATO, and the European Union countries. All right, but the land of Israel is gonna be that really that focal point in the start of World War III. All right. This is just the Lord, fulfilling Ezekiel 38th chapter, which I went through many times and broke that down. Isaiah 13 and 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which are the Russians, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And their bowls also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. That goes into thermonuclear missile destruction. In Babylon, which is America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. Chaldees like the wise men of Babylon. You got like the Bill Gates and Elon Musk. The wise men. And you got the politicians. You got politicians, the president. Those are considered the wise men. The high esteemed scientists and doctors and shit like that. Shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by what? Fire and brimstone. Okay. This modern day fire and brimstone is the missiles. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Let's talk about America, which is great Babylon. And the Medes, which are the Russians, are going to be the primary nation that's going to destroy America. Neither shall the Arabian pinch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So there's not going to be no businesses, man, over here. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and the owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Desert creatures, man. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. There you go. Her time, America, is near to come, man. Her time of destruction. Another one in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51. Yep. Jeremiah 51. And 11. Make bright the arrows, which are the missiles, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. Okay. For his device is against Babylon. All right, Putin is one of the kings of the Medes, man. Well, he's the king of the Medes. Okay. For his devices against Babylon. America to destroy it, because it's the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. So that's actually Yahweh Shem Shai put it in the mind of Putin, which is a Mede. The original Medes are basically the Japhetic people, man. All right, but Esau, Edom took over the land of Japheth, and those are the Edomites that live in the land of Japheth. So they're gonna the Medes is talking about the Edomites now, man. All right, because the Edomites are living in the land of the Medes, the land of Gog and Magog. Okay, the land of Meshach, was it Meshach and Tubal? For his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is in the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. Oh man, prepare the Babylon gonna get ambushed. For the Lord has both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. That's you Americans. So eventually this place is gonna be invaded. Okay. Yep. It shows you that in what's that, Red Dawn. Okay. America was invaded by other nations. Yep, Jeremiah goes in it, man. You know, getting into Babylon's destruction. Okay. Yep. So these are prophecies, man. Prophecies. A lot of death is coming, man. A lot of death. So that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.